Hello friends, it is Tuesday, July 1st, about 8:20 p.m. Pacific time, and this is episode 10 of As I See It, brought to you by the letter W, as in when in the course of human events. This Friday, July 4th, 2025, we will celebrate the 249th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which begins with those words. That is known as the preamble of the Declaration of Independence. And it marks the moment when the American people said they would not live under a tyrannical rule. Flash forward to now, 249 years later, and it could be argued that we don't have a government, but we have a regime that is now in power, which is attacking the inalienable rights set forth in the Declaration of Independence. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And we will mark the 249th anniversary of the signing of the document, knowing that right now in the United States, there are concentration camps being built. That there is a death toll to the actions of the regime. That since this regime came to power with that despicable individual laying his paw on a Bible, 133,000 people are estimated to have been disappeared in the United States. With the events of the recent days, it has to be concluded that we absolutely positively cannot count on anyone from the federal level responding to us. The executive is corrupt. The legislature is corrupt and spineless. The judiciary is owned. So it's up to we the people. That's it. It's down to us now. And we need to show them that No King's Day was just a small example of what we're capable of doing. And we need all of us to prepare, because eventually there's going to have to be general strike. We're going to have to shut it down. And that's going to be difficult. You should stock your pantries now. This catastrophe of so-called legislation that is now in the House is a gut punch. And it's meant to be. It's meant to awaken everyone to the fact that they are not going to care about anyone who isn't already a multimillionaire. And by that I mean somebody who's got $100 million. When you're throwing weddings for $50 million, $100 million is not that much. And so if you think, okay, I'm a millionaire, I'm going to be okay, you are absolutely wrong. The effort underway is to crush everyone but the super wealthy. If you don't have $100 million in the bank, you never will. The Supreme Court is absolutely now going about the process of codifying this so that there is a patina of legality to the crimes they're committing. If you're aware of history and aware of how the Weimar Republic collapsed into what became the Nazi regime, you know there came a point of something called the Enabling Act, which took place after there was a red flag event in Germany, which the Nazis blamed on the communists, and so passed quick legislation to give all powers to Adolf Hitler. I'm so tense for this holiday, this marking of this anniversary. Because on any given 4th of July, we know that people are a little bit raucous, a little bit up in their feels of pride. And this 4th of July, where the good people of good spirit and healthy mind will be out protesting, the bad people who have been brainwashed to think that their behavior represents patriotism will also be out. So I am very concerned. Our government is taken over by white nationalists, quite simply. And with the setting up now of concentration camps, with the as to now abduction of 133,000 people, it is very troubling when you consider that the people on that side of this struggle, who we all have to look at and listen to, because you don't know what they're going at unless you listen to them. But those people are saying things like, in the religious community, the religious portion of this regime, that empathy is weakness. There are also apologists for what the Nazis did, saying that the Nazis were displaying compassion by exterminating their detainees because they didn't have enough food and water. And here in America, we already know that the detention facilities, as they are calling them, are not providing adequate food and water, let alone medical care. There will be a death toll. And with the apologists saying it was compassion, we can imagine those apologists who are now perhaps in the government as we speak, coming up with wonderful fiendish plans on how to incite people to swim out to meet the alligators. These are such troubling days. But we will win this, because freedom is not something that is a human invention. It exists without us. It is something that is within us to aspire to. That is why people aspire to come to the United States. It is a drive to be free. And that wonderful, magnificent diversity that this country represents is not a weakness, it is our greatest strength. And through the centuries of this country, the immigration to this country by people whose spirit called them here has made this country the freest on the planet. Up to these days. So as I see it this Friday, if you can, go out and make your voice heard. If you want to do it on social media, make your voice heard. Be watchful within your own life. Begin preparing for the general strike. We are going to have a general strike. Begin thinking about not just stocking up for yourself, but stocking up for if there's a public pantry that needs help, because people are going to need help to get through this. Reach out to your friends and neighbors. Give them a call. Let them know you're okay. Encourage them to speak their voice. Let them know that you care. It's up to we the people now, my friends. And I've said before, we will get through this. We will win this. The United States will come through this. We all must encourage each other, help each other, counsel each other. As Angela from Park Rose Permaculture says, we all need to remember Just think back to last year this time. Just remember that. Remember what it was like. And to her suggestion of remembering, I would add we all need to rest. Take some time for yourself. Turn off the phone, turn off the TV, put on some good music, make something you like to eat, call a friend, call family, do something to decompress, to rest yourself. It's important. They're not going to give us any time to relax, and as we know, the weekends are when they drop the worst stuff. So this weekend, I am expecting something to let loose. We've got to help each other get through this. To reclaim our government, to reclaim democracy for ourselves and our posterity. Alrighty, until the next time, friends. Spirit be with you.